Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Catherine and today's video is all about the cheapest and easiest ways to travel while you're in Mexico. Now if you're new here, I typically talk about teaching online, ways to make money online so that you can travel the world. So if that interests you, subscribe. Thank you so much. Now by far the easiest way is the bus station. I love the bus station. Pretty much every city that you go to there's an ADO station or an ADO as they call it. You can go there, you can ask them how to get to a certain place, like we did that when we were traveling to Itzmal, which, watch this vlog here. And the lady told us exactly how to get to Itzmal. They tell, like she'll give you a little piece of paper and draw it out, like you go here, you take the bus from here to here, and then you'll take a colectivo from here to here, and then so on and so forth. So it's really nice, they're super helpful, and you can get some really good deals. Like some of our bus tickets were like 40 pesos, which is like $1 or $2. 20 pesos is $1, so do the math. And if there's not specifically an ADO station, wherever you are, there is some sort of bus station, I'm sure. I can't remember the other names, but I think one of them was like the Metro Cal or something. I don't know, but there are tons of bus stations down there. And one more thing about the bus stations, there's a couple different buses you can get. You can get the super nice buses. You're gonna be paying like $10 to $15 for those, but they have Wi-Fi on there. They play movies in Spanish and there's a bathroom. So if you're traveling for a really long time, definitely get that type of bus. But there are the cheaper kind of buses that take the really, really bumpy roads. Okay, there was one bus, me and Bo, literally the whole time were like this, literally the entire time. Like Bo got his laptop out to work and he put it away after like 5 minutes. He's like, I can't do this. So that was one of the cheaper buses we took, but yeah, for whatever budget you have, there are options with the bus stops. One more thing I wanted to add, I had a friend who'd been to Tulum a few times, so I asked her how she got from Cancun to Tulum, and she said she always used this driver. He was great, he was a private driver, you know, he would always take her and her friends to Tulum for $100 one way, and they would all split it. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's expensive, but okay. So I told Bo about that. He was like, I'm sure there's a better way. So that's when we discovered the bus station, and the bus station cost us like $9 each to get from Cancun to Tulum. And that was the best feeling ever, especially after I had just paid $67 for a taxi ride from the airport to my hotel 10 minutes away. So whenever possible, definitely take the bus or a colectivo over taxis. Just trust me. My second favorite way to travel around Mexico are colectivos. I love colectivos. It's smaller than a bus. It's like a big van and it seats like 8 to 10 people, and the pricing is about the same as the bus. It's definitely cheaper than a taxi, and depending on where you go, you're gonna pay anywhere from like $2 or $3 to 10 or 15, just depends how long it is. They usually give you a price beforehand. You put your luggage in the back, you find a seat, you sit there. Some of them can be a little squished, okay, but for the most part, the collectivos that we rode were pretty roomy, and some of them had movies that you could watch, so that was also kind of nice. All in Spanish, but still, it was fun. The third best way to travel around Mexico is with taxis. Taxis are everywhere. Taxis are very common there. Uber is not very common in Mexico. There are only a few cities that actually used Uber. Like I think we took maybe 2 Ubers. And that was in Mérida, I think. Definitely not as popular as it is in the States. Taxis are huge in Mexico. And it just kind of depends where you are. Generally, taxis are 30 pesos if you're trying to get somewhere across town. We've also taken $10 taxi rides, and that was in Tulum, which was such a ripoff because it would go from our hostel to the beach, which was like 2 kilometers, and they would charge you $10 to go to the beach and then $10 to go from the beach back to your hostel. So that was a little expensive. That was ridiculous. But that was Tulum. Generally, every other place that we went to, it was about 30 pesos. Now, if you're trying to find the best way to get from the airport to your hotel without having to pay an extremely ridiculous taxi price, because they really try and rip you off because they know you're there to vacation or just lounge around, they charge us like $65, $70. So watch my other video. I talk about how to avoid that, the best way to go so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If this video was helpful at all, please give it a big thumbs up, I don't know, and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you in my next video. okay? Specifically the one about the airport and how to get to and from the airport. Very important. Save your money. Okay, see you there. Bye.